Okay, Leshem Yichud Kudsha Berich. Yesterday we left it off talking about the three ways people see Hashem or see Hashem's relationship with the world. We said idolaters, like Hashem is not there, He's not in charge, He doesn't do anything. Chassidus Umus Ha'olam, or there are a certain number of people obviously believe Hashem created the world, but He's kind of limited by their own laws that He put in. That Yidden believe that there's a union between Kudsha, Berich, Shechinah. There is a union between the infinite and the finite. So you can have situations where the laws of nature are broken within nature, as we know from our own history. So the Jew knows that for whatever he sows, ¿cómo se dice sembrar? Yeah. To reap what you sow, it's all depending on Hashem. The success is depending on Hashem. But all you need to do is do a little bit of work. How much is going to come out is really up to Hashem. It's not that it depends on your work. Again, this goes very much aligned to the whole idea of Bitachon, etc. So if you want a bigger harvest, you could do two things. It says let's work harder, let's plant more, let's work the land better, or let's daven better. Let's have more bitachon. And according to Rabbi Chai and Shara Bitachon, whoever has read the Beis HaLevi in his treatise on bitachon, you can achieve basically all of this with bitachon, by trusting in Hashem. Now, we're not going to talk about bitachon, but it's obviously a different way to look at the world and see what comes out. And again, you can have two people go into the same business, and with no clear explanation, one of them has tremendous success and the other one doesn't. And they kind of apply the same strategies, the same things, but it worked out for this guy, not for that guy. If it was just based on laws of nature, then they would both be successful or both unsuccessful, right? Okay, so that's just to complete where we left off yesterday. Buenos días. Okay, now we said we're doing the union between Yud Kei and Vav Kei. Yud Kei and Vav Kei. Mm-hmm. So, really, the revelation of Hashem, this is explained in Tanya at many places. The revelation of Hashem goes through these four letters. These four letters are like four stages, right? Yud is a tzimtzum. Yud is a contraction, because Hashem's infinite presence is too much for anything else. So Yud is the tzimtzum. The Hey is the expansion of Hashem's revelation in the higher worlds. The Vav is the descent of Hashem downwards towards the lower worlds, or specifically the physical world. And the Hey is the expansion of Hashem's revelation down here. Obviously, in a much more limited fashion, because even the Vav has another tzimtzum, because there's another Yud that's just extended downwards. Okay. Now, Kudsha Berich Shechinah, which is the two things we want to mix together, and then we mentioned we want to unify Yud-Kei-Vav-Key, is because Kudsha Berich, or HaKadosh Baruch Hu, is Yud Kei, and the Shechinah is Vav Kei. Yeah? Kudsha Berich is the transcendent part of Hashem, the infinite part of Hashem, and the Shechinah is the revealed part of Hashem within the confines of the finite world. Yeah? And these are the two things we want to, for some reason, put back together. Yeah. So the Hashem's unity between these two levels, Kadosh Baruch Hu and Shechinah, Yud Kei and Vav Kei, is not obvious. It's not evident. That's why you have opinions. Hashem is in the world, Hashem is not, Hashem is in charge, there is no Hashem, Chas v'Shalom. No, there's different opinions, there's doubts, because it's not an obvious thing. Only when Mashiach comes, this union between the infinite and the finite will be obvious and palpable and revealed to all. And so we're starting to daven, right? Because we say this right at the beginning of davening, and we are making a declaration that our main objective during davening, and really during the rest of our day, until tomorrow when we're going to do this again, is to try to bring out and reveal this union. You are like stressed out.
No,
the Siddur doesn't have
eyes.
Leshem Yichud.
What?
This Siddur doesn't
Absolutely has it.
Okay, so what's
It's right
the problem?
here. I was just trying to check to see if they, in the Chabad, it has Yud-Kei-Vav-Key. Let me see how they have it here.
It might be different.
I think my eyes are bad, that's why I'm stressed. Should have brought a bigger, I'm at the point where I gotta get those books that have the real big type.
No, it's a little different.
No.
Because
And they
it
have an
says,
extra sentence before, too.
yes.
This one has a lot of commentary, that's why, which by the way follows what you're saying.
I mean, it says, I now prepare my mouth to thank, laud, and praise my Creator.
No.
And then it says, Leshem Yichud, for the
Yeah.
sake of unification of the Holy One, blessed be He and His presence. And then it changes, through Him who is hidden and inscrutable, I pray in the name of all of Israel. I don't have the explanation for this nusach.
You gotta read the commentary, I think, but that's okay.
All right.
My eyes are bad.
You can always either try to translate some of these ideas into your nusach.
No,
Or-
quite frankly, what you're saying follows. It's a lot of what you're saying is in here. So
So I'm not lying.
I was checking on
Not
you,
yet.
but you haven't made a mistake.
Okay. Now it's interesting that the Alter Rebbe, when he composed his Siddur, he said he was leaving out all the Kabbalistic intentions. There's a whole bunch of kavanot, intentions you need to have in your mind that a lot of Kabbalistic Siddurs bring out. Now you have to think about this, and then you have to think about that. And the Alter Rebbe didn't put this in his Siddur, because he says he wanted his Siddur to be for everybody. But anybody could do it. But then why does he put this in? This Leshem Yichud, Yud Kei, Vav Kei, Shechinah, Berich, that's like, even we explain it and it's still like, it still sounds weird. And so the idea is, at least during davening, if you try during davening, the person, if he does it, he has the capacity to connect with this idea enough that it's going to affect the rest of his day. So this is an exception to the Alter Rebbe's rule about having Kabbalistic intentions in the Siddur. And again, most of us don't have any intentions, we just read it. Yeah? But this is an exception. Now, technically, if you really want to achieve this, if you really want to connect with this idea so it affects the rest of your day, you should be able to disconnect from your own needs, right? And only be focused on what Hashem needs from you. Right? I heard a good line yesterday from someone. It says, you come to shul to give, not to get. You know who says this? No. You come to shul to give, not to get. So if you're coming to shul to get from other people, to get from Hashem, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be frustrated. Why didn't I get this aliyah? Why didn't I get this, that? So it's an issue. So here it says you come to shul, and if you really want to connect, you have to leave your needs behind and just worry about what Hashem needs from you. You're getting excited. What's going on? You're smiling.
You said, who said that?
Yeah.
I thought of Kennedy.
Yeah, me too. That's what I was thinking.
What did
But I
you
was
do
pretty
for
sure it
your-
was the wrong
don't ask
answer.
for what
No.
you did for your country.
I know. That doesn't come from Kennedy. The Alter Rebbe says that.
I'm sure. Kennedy got it from Milk.
The line of you come to give, not to get, that's not from either one. But the line,
Now I know.
It's what you
where
can do.
Kennedy got it.
I know, that was the first thought I had.
Kennedy got it from us. It's okay. He helped spread it through the world. We don't mind. All right. Now, it's possible that consciously this is very complex to do, to take your needs out of the picture. But you could fake it. Fake it? You want me to come to shul to fake it? What is this guy saying? He says, look, your conscious mind might not be ready to put your needs behind you. So you can consciously fake it. Subconsciously, you're not faking it. Your neshama is not faking that. That's what it wants. So sometimes by doing something that consciously is fake, but is aligned with your essence, you can help it bring it to your conscious self. I'm not telling you to fake something that is not in your essence. And besides of this, the previous Rebbe said that with any Kabbalistic intentions, it's just enough to have the intention that they do whatever they need to do. Says, I don't understand, even I learned Kudsha, Berich, Shechinah, I don't know what this guy was saying. I don't understand what that means. I know he spoke English with some Spanish words in the middle, but it's not, says, as long as, if your intention is, Hashem, I want to say this phrase, and I want whatever Kabbalistic thing that needs to happen, then that's, Friedrich Rebbe said that's good enough. Which is, when we say the Ana Bechoach, which is not, it's a regular prayer that everybody has, and then they say you have to read the line, but look at the acronyms on the left. And it doesn't say think about this. It just says just let it do what it needs to do. You don't need to know what's going on. Yeah, and don't read. It says you can't read the acronyms. They're too strong. Just say the words on the right and look at the words on the left. Okay. So you might not be able to appreciate it intellectually, consciously, but your davenings can achieve certain things if you just follow. So you follow the rules of the inventor of the software. Says you look, you're not going to understand why, but if you press Control Shift V7, something's going to come up. How do you do that? So don't worry, you don't need to understand. Just press the buttons. And a lot of what we're doing in davening is pressing the right buttons, which is why in Chabad we don't like to skip. There are customs which are official, correct customs, that if you come to shul late, you just join the davening wherever they are. Like a lot of other people, Sephardim, etc. If you come late, okay, you just join whatever they are, and then if you need to you miss something, you can just say later. Chabad, we don't like to do that, because then if you don't press the keys in the right order, you're not achieving what you need to achieve. So first of all, don't be late. Now, it's not uncommon for Chabad people to be late. If you're late, so just go and press your buttons on the right order, and answer whatever you need to answer, etc. And that's fine. Okay, so again, this gives a tiny bit more light on what we're doing here with Kudsha, Berich, Shechinah, but we have to go deeper in the next 5 minutes. 5 minutes. All right. What is this? Where we want to go to, we're not going to get there today, but we're going to try and set the stage. So we now understand we need this union between Yud Kei and Vav Kei, between the infinite part of Hashem, or not the infinite expression of Hashem and the finite expression of Hashem. And that we're trying to reveal this in the world, because once we finish revealing it, Mashiach will be here. And this is what we're doing throughout the day. But why does it say Yehuda Shlim, a complete union? So a union, that's fine. Why do you need a complete union? Yeah? Does it say Yehuda Shlim there?
Yeah, it does. That's
No,
yeah,
there, yes, I mean there.
yeah, let me find the page.
Anyways, Yehuda Shlim. And really, there's a lot of parallelisms. Is that a word? Yes. In Spanish, it sounds good. Paralelismo. See. Just like you have Kudsha, Berich, Shechinah, or Kadosh Baruch and Shechinah, you have the same relationship between the Shem, that is Yud-Kei-Vav-Kei, Hashem's name, with a Yud and a Hey and a Vav and a Hey, and Hashem's name that is Aleph Dalet Nun Yud, which is the way we say Yud-Kei-Vav-Kei. Amonai, right? We use that sound to say Yud-Kei-Vav-Kei, but it's really another name of Hashem, which we write it Aleph Dalet Nun Yud. And Kudsha Berichu, or Kadosh Baruch Hu, aligns itself with the Hashem's essential name, which is Yud-Kei-Vav-Kei. While Shechinah, the Shechinah, relates to the name Aleph Dalet Nun Yud. Yes?
It's not in here that way.
It's okay. Everybody has a chance to do tshuva.
Okay. Close.
They do Yehuda, we do the Yehuda Shlim. We complement each other. It's going to be fine. Okay, Malachi says the following. The prophet Malachi says, Ki ani Hashem lo shaniti, ve'atem bnei Yaakov lo chilitem. For I, Hashem, the name of Hashem, have not changed, and you, the sons of Yaakov, have not reached the end. And this is aligned with another thing we say in the Siddur, which hopefully you already said it this morning. Atahu asher lo nivra ha'olam, atahu mi shenivra ha'olam. You are the one who existed before the world was created. You are the one who has existed since the world was created. This is just a tongue twister. What is he trying to say? What he's trying to say is that the same Ata who was here before the world existed is the Ata who exists after the world existed. How could it be the same? No. Were you the same before Josh was born and then after he was born? So no, after Josh was born you had more kids. No? Life changed a little bit. So how can Hashem be the same before the world was created as after the world was created?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Now there's us. Now there's Mark
Yeah, but
with all his funny hats. How can he be the same?
I was the same with my funny hats before you knew me, so I haven't changed since you knew me. I still do.
Okay, but you didn't create me,
No.
but your kids, you create your kids, right?
Well, yeah, but you're talking about human beings, not Hashem.
So the idea is Hashem lo shaniti, Hashem doesn't change at all, because there's no. In fact, I would argue you're not the same since you came here. You have new knowledge,
Oh, that
like
that part
meeting
I
Jaime
agree.
and meeting
Right.
Avram and meeting me.
100%.
Now you like the Braves a little bit.
I do not like them. They're doing great, but
Anyways, so knowledge changes you. You moved here, now you have new knowledge. Might not be transcendent knowledge, but okay, you know this guy, that guy, you know the guards in our building.
that's true.
Vanessa, David, David the guard, not
Yeah.
David we miss.
I'm mad at those people who were in charge there, but that's a whole nother story.
Okay, not for today. But Hashem didn't change because, again, we're completely batal. We're nothing. It's like we're not even here. And the example that Chassidus gives for this, and we'll just mention this and we'll continue next week, is about the sun's rays. The sun's rays. We see the rays of light coming from the sun, right? Are the rays of light coming from the sun also inside the sun?
I haven't been there. I don't
It's
know.
not a trick question. If the rays of light come out of the sun, are they inside the sun as well?
Absolutely, I guess so.
He's saying yes, you say no.
Because
So where do they come
who
from?
gives the light of the sun?
The sun. We're not talking about Hashem now. You have a ball of fire that gives out light. Isn't the light also inside of the sun?
Beam from it, yeah.
Yeah, but you can't see it. When you see the sun, there's the sun. You don't see the rays. The rays only you see them outside,
Yes.
right? Inside the sun, it's like there's no rays. It's just the sun. We're also inside of Hashem. When we're inside of Hashem, you can see it. If we would be outside of Hashem, you could see us. Problem is, there's a sun and there's outside the sun, but there's Hashem and there's no outside of Hashem. We're only inside of Hashem. And so, in our case, Hashem lo shaniti. How does this explain what we were talking before? We're not there yet. But now you can think about the sun when you see it. And you can at least, when you say Leshem Yichud Kudsha, you say, I have no idea what I'm saying, but it should have its own mystical effect.
Actually,